Will Iran be liberated? Yes, I think it will be liberated. Who am I to say, and why would you listen to me? Well, I'm American, born to um, Persian parents who immigrated from Iran, and for whatever that's worth, could be worth nothing, could be worth something. I don't know, but I do think this is the time that Iran will finally be liberated. Now, I'm born and raised here in Southern California, and ever since I was born, I always wanted to see Iranians be free, to see Islam be eradicated, or the Islamic regime be eradicated from the country, from Iran. I've been, um, my parents have explained a lot about Iranian culture, about Persian Empire, Persian heritage, about obviously the history, the art, um, music, poetry, conquests, human rights, all kinds of different things. And I've always had, we'll call it pride, we'll call it a fascination, we'll call it a wonder, we'll call it whatever you want to call it. I always looked at my heritage and my culture and my background and where my ancestry is from. I looked at it with amazement and awe, and I loved it. It's something that I've cherished. Although I am American first, I am very much Persian, Iranian. And I love my fellow Iranians, and I'm not just saying that because I'm making this video. It is what it is. I think it's something that a lot of us share. So, um, why do I think now's the time? Throughout these years, uh, my entire life that I've been born and raised out here in America, I've uh, I've seen a lot of protests, a lot of uprisings, a lot of times that the Persians have stood up and um, have wanted to free themselves from this tyrannical government that's been oppressing them, that's been uh, terrorizing them, imprisoning them for doing things that we take for granted. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom to practice whatever religion you want, you name it. We can go through the list. It's a big laundry list of things. And they've been not only imprisoned for those types of things, they've been tortured, they've been killed, they've been, I mean, and worse. Okay, so if there is something that's worse. Um, I've watched it all, and every time it's happened, we've seen it. We've all seen it, not just Iranians and Persians around the world, but everyone. The whole world's seen it. And you could tell it's the people trying to speak up. And because we know the government is so crazy that they will just quickly put it to rest by imprisoning them, killing them, and doing all the things that they have been doing for all these years. Never, though, have these uprisings, these protests, never have they been this big. Not just in numbers, but in how the voice is coming across, and how and just, I guess, just the sheer number of people that are standing up, and the impact that it's had, not only on the government that they're trying to get rid of, but on the rest of the world that's looking and watching what's happening. We now have a situation where everyone's everyone's out there, and everyone's decidedly on the side of freeing the people. They're seeing what's happening. Some people say it's because we have technology now and everyone is able to see, everyone has cell phones, everyone is able to record and post it so that we could see it. So there's a lot of that, but I think it's just also it's it's also hit a different point now. Right now, people are starving in Iran. The money in Iran, inflation is so high. It's higher than it's ever been. It's so high that people are struggling more than they've ever struggled in their lives in Iran. We can get into the history of it. That may be another video, but for the sake of this video, will Iranians be liberated? I think this is the time. I think when it comes down to hunger, when it comes down to, people having nothing to lose, that I think is one of the biggest indicators of an actual revolution that is successful. I think that's it. It's not only hunger, but it's creating a life. People in Iran are just like any of us. They want to create a life for themselves, create a family, have kids. Maybe they try to have some kind of success, but they know because they're born and raised in that, underneath that government that's been oppressing them. They know the success that they're looking for is never going to be like the type of success we get out here in America, and their opportunities out there are nowhere near what we have here. But now it's so bad that not only can they not look forward to some success in their lives or to get anywhere, but they're going backwards. They're without water. They're without sometimes electricity. They're without a lot of the basic elements of life. So now they rose up. They rose up in the biggest numbers we've ever seen, and they have pushed back with incredible bravery and courage. And then we saw them in these last few days get massacred by their government, get mowed down, and in some of the most horrific ways. And as an Iranian, as a Persian, I've been in touch with people. I've listened to people take phone calls from their relatives from Iran. I've watched all kinds of raw footage, and it's so horrific that I'm honestly not going to risk even explaining it. I'm not going to show it. I'm not even going to explain it. It's horrific. It's just the ways that they're killing people and what they make people do right before they kill them. Just know that it's beyond belief. It brings grown men to tears. And that is an element that has elevated this. On top of hunger and famine and inflation and no longer being able to just even survive. Now they're getting massacred by their own government. I don't think you can come back from that. I don't think there is a way back from that. I don't think as we look from outside, we all from around the world have that same sentiment that there is no way back. I don't think anyone around the world, any country, any leader of any we're not surprised by kind of what some of the leaders are doing, but the real leaders with guts, I don't think they can continue doing anything without putting a stop to this first. So Will Iranians be liberated? I truly believe, yes, this is the time. I think we are now past that threshold. We crossed the line. Whatever kind of line you guys want to call it. Anyone, there's lots of different lines that have been drawn. Whatever, you can pick any line you want. It's all of them have been crossed at this point. So there's a lot more that I want to say, and of course, you know, on my live streams I go through a lot of this stuff, and we talk about it. But I'm probably going to do way more videos. But I wanted to just do an unscripted, unedited video like this, and just give you my raw thoughts for whatever it's worth. And I just also want to say that it's awesome to see everyone else's support out there. It's awesome to see everyone coming, to back up the Iranians. I know that it's something that's like, well, of course we would, anyone should. And I get it, but still I'm thankful. Still on top of that, I'm blown away at who has not come out. Absolutely blown away. Not surprised at the lack of liberals that have come out to support this. Not surprised at the lack of Arabs, specifically the Arab countries surrounding Iran. Not surprised that they haven't come out and supported. In fact, they've done things to hinder Donald Trump, America, and other countries that have wanted to help. And they've called out to them to not attack or, not stop this tyrannical government and not help the people. Well, of course, there's a lot to say about that, but I'm just going to wrap this video up real quick by saying, in short, for you guys that don't understand, the downfall of Iran within these last 47 years has been a huge benefit to the surrounding Arab countries and the Stan countries, Afghanistan, Pakistan, these whatever Stan countries. It's been to their benefit. A lot of the greatness, the knowledge, the wealth, you name it, all of these things have left Iran and have gone to these surrounding countries like Dubai. And you see what type of greatness has been created with that knowledge and greatness that has gone out into these surrounding countries. And so it's no wonder that they don't, they're happy and they're okay with that government, that tyrannical government staying in place and continuing to oppress its own people and take whatever wealth is in that country and spread it out around to all the other leaders from these other countries and whatnot. So anyway, there's a lot more. Again, there's a lot more that I want to talk about, the liberal support, the lack of liberal support, and lack of, all these people that are still to this day running around saying free Palestine, but are completely dead silent for the Iranian people that are being massacred. The numbers are above 12,000 within a couple of weeks. That's a massive number. That's a number that is absolutely insane, and they're nowhere to be found. CNN, BBC, they had to. People had to really protest. In front of their buildings, of their offices, or wherever their headquarters, before they would finally start posting about this. So anyway, guys, I want to keep going, as you can tell, but I'm going to cut this video here and we'll get into more videos about this afterwards. So thanks for watching, and catch you on the next video and on the live streams. See you soon. Bye.